Hello, welcome back. So first post-game episode of this in the new structure. Let's see how it goes. I just spent a whole bunch of time in Open Sesame trying to figure out the opening moves.
This looks like the secret entrance to a cave.
Opening moves, Open Sesame moves, to be able to get both fish in here. And I did eventually manage it. I have a save state here that I can refer to if I forget what I'm doing. But let me see if I can reproduce what I did. Now I don't know...
Hello? Can you hear me out there, Flounder?
Loud and clear.
There are 3 stars in the cave, Flounder, but they're all hidden behind steel pipes. I'll need you to move them.
Well, come hold this door open for me then.
So I don't know for sure if this keeps enough resources in the puzzle to still be able to do everything. But it is a pattern that I've found that allows both fish to get into the cave. That's as far as I got. So, neither skull needs to move just yet. That gold one's going to need to move soon. Okay, so I can't push this blue gem left. My goal right now is to fill these 2 pits with gems, and then get this white skull... Well, you'll see what happens. Yeah, I tried for a very long time to just pull this white skull out of here and get it shuffled into some sort of structure where I could get both fish in, because you can almost do it, but it's just built in such a way that it's just barely impossible. As far as I can tell, at least I couldn't find a way to do it. Alright, so this is where the safe comes in. Trying to retain as many resources as I can as I do this. So let's see, I want that right there, so I can put this gold skull in this spot. Alright, so that allows the blue gem to rest on this little piece of land right here, which is nice, because then... Oh, what's the next step? I think the gold skull... No, let's see, maybe I push this over here. I think this is right. Yeah, this looks like what I wanted. So everything goes over this way. It creates as much of a ledge for that as it can. Right, yes, and that goes down there. And because of the way this is, I can push everything back and have enough room to move it around. Now, what I want to do here is push that there, push the white skull down, and then have Flounder push it the rest of the way out to the hole while Guppy is outside holding the door. Problem is I can't do that, because now she can't get past it without pushing it there, and he has to still be there holding the door. So this clever little thing that I want to do is actually just not push that blue gem all the way just yet. Use it as a platform, and get her past it. And there's one extra little thing I need to do. This needs to actually go down here, I believe. Because Flounder requires it in order to be able to get through there. So I think that's what I want. So if that's there, I push this here. Alright, so fish transfer. Flounder gets over there, and he has...
You know, in addition to getting the stars, why don't we try to get some of this treasure?
Because the rules don't allow it.
Oh, I wasn't planning to keep any of it. I just thought that some of those statues should be in a museum.
I wasn't talking about government regulations, Flounder.
Okay, let me talk now. I've heard that already. Anyway, so what I wanted to do was to just push that once, and then she can get in. They're both locked in now, but this is an exit that is compatible with both of them if I move this pipe, which is the plan. Okay, that's as far as I got. Could I have kept this as a tool? That seems like it might be useful. The thing is, I've kind of run out of tools at this point. I've used up both of my conveniently shaped gems. If I could pull this pipe out, there's actually not that much I could do with it, because only he can carry it around. Perhaps this was a mistake. Well, I got both fish in, so that is a start. I'm just thinking, like, how could I possibly move this? That's going to require... Oh, well, now, hang on. That might still be doable. I can imagine ways that could work. Okay, well I have 2 fish now. I can push things
Guppy,
around.
the rules of the game don't keep us from collecting statues. We could try to push one out of the room.
You could try. It wouldn't be very successful.
But since that is not one of the official goals in this room, there won't be any icons on the storyline map to show that we did it.
I want to check
But even
something.
if the game doesn't record the information, we will still know we did it.
I made a save state. What does it look like? Exactly the same. That safe is just one more to the left somehow. Okay, so that's my save. That's why I didn't make one for what I did there, because I already had one. Okay. I wonder if that had more moves. I didn't pay attention. Anyway. So the tools I have this little pearl here. Potentially I can get this pipe, but it can't really do much. I'm gonna have this big eel. The eel is interesting. There's plenty of things I can do with it. One of the first things I want to do is get that starfish, but like, this comes with implications. When this goes down, I notice that this is a hole made pretty specifically for that to fall down. If I were to put a vase in that hole, it wouldn't fall.
Guppy, the rules of the game don't keep us from...
Yeah, collecting statues. Isn't that great? So I'm thinking, maybe I could do something with eel ending up in... Ooh, it can't end up down here, can it? I don't think so. I was thinking maybe if I could push that... Oh, and I can't even push that farther to the right. Okay, so here's where this gets much harder. Oh boy, as if it wasn't hard enough already. Let's see if I can get one starfish. Any starfish will do. Maybe I could do my opening moves in a way that saves some resources. Like, hypothetically, how could I even do that? If Flounder has to be the one to push the white skull to the left, I think the most likely thing that I could save would be this skull here. Yes, I think I almost certainly could save that. Let's go ahead and try to do that. Let's undo back past... Wait, no, this was... Whoa, where is this? I think I undid past my load. Wait, I'm going to go farther back. Can I use a vase instead? Because the vases are far less valuable than the skull. I think I can use a vase instead. Can I? Yeah, probably. If I'd restack that... Yeah, that looks likely. So vase instead. And I can still do everything, right? I think. I'm pretty sure that can fulfill the same role. Sure looks like it to me. Alright, so I saved one resource.
You know, in addition to getting the stars...
Let's get some of this treasure. Let's not. I just want to get enough treasure to solve the puzzle. The rest is immaterial. Okay, so I have a more valuable resource here that's better than a vase. At least I think so. I have both options now, so whichever is going to be better, I can do both. And I think that seems to me like the maximum amount of resources I can take with me. There's no possible way I'm going to recover this, or either of those if my strategy is to have Flounder push the skull over there. Maybe through some kind of wizardry I could somehow keep this vase, but I don't think I need the vases. Like, they seem like the least valuable object here because they're too tall. So with this... Let's see, what exactly is the value of this object, though? Various. It can do things. Yeah, it can be a pretty handy platform.
You know, Guppy, the rules of the game don't keep...
Ooh, I know what it can do. It can help Flounder move this pipe around, maybe. So I think this pipe... I think the ultimate configuration is going to have to be... So I need, at the very least, either something here, and a too wide something here, or something here and here, and... Well, yeah, no, I just need something here, and something that's not attached to it here and here. that I can push. And if I'm doing that, these two things need to be attached to each other. So the only thing that fits that shape is this. This would fit that shape. Like, this would be real nice if I could retrieve it and just stick it in there and push that pipe. That'd be really easy, but I can't. That's not an option because that's thing's final resting place.
The guardian of the treasure?
Maybe.
I think he's here to help us get the starfish.
Maybe both. Okay, so yeah, Eel's gonna help get that starfish at least. Help us get the starfish, she says. Could she mean more than one? Because I know for sure that Eel's involved in this. Let's just see if I can figure that out before I do anything else. I'll worry about the resources it costs me at the time that I know what it costs me. Because I don't know yet. I've only ever had one fish in here at a time before. So, that falls down, which is fine, kind of. Well, is it? No, this is rapidly becoming not fine. So if I've lifted you... Okay, so here's something I couldn't do with just one fish. Yeah. Okay, and that's a starfish. It's not yet because... Well, okay, so you can protect her from death. And then lift. There we go. And then... This is still a little awkward, but I got a starfish. Yay!
We got it!
That's progress. I still can't leave. So since I did this, I'm committed to at least getting this starfish. That's the minimum, because Flounder can't make it out otherwise. Alright, so one more time. Inventory of my tools. I can get the safe. Oh, I can get the safe. That might be good for moving this pipe around. The thing is, how am I going to move that pipe? Let's just leave the eel where he is for now. Is that little pearl going to be the key to the whole puzzle somehow? See, I'm not sure how to get this out. It needs to come out somehow.
You know, Flounder, these could be Czech artifacts. The Czechs make very fine dumplings.
How am I going to make any of this happen? So let's see. The first thing, if I want to get that pearl out... Is that a pearl? I think so. I've seen other things shaped like that that are a pearl. The color kind of makes me think it's something else. But I don't know what. Okay, so... Whose back do I want this thing on? Hers. So I think I can do that like this. Oh yeah, so nice to have two fish together who can actually make stuff happen. So that gets me another starfish.
Yes!
Great. Problem is that loses this pipe, doesn't it? Do I need to push the other way because... no, I can... Okay, so let's say I were to get this pearl onto his back, then transfer it all the way down and around. Let's see here. Yeah, this can happen, I think. That skull is slightly inconvenient. I can move it. Still retrieve... Whoa, wait. I can put it... I guess I'm going to have to do this, which is fine. I can just do that.
Do you think this
I can't.
eel is the guardian of the treasure?
You already asked that.
I think he's here to help us get the starfish.
Alright, I haven't lost anything. I can set it back on there. I can move all this left. So that's not cost me any resources. This is a resource management puzzle. So what I'm trying to do is get this pearl up here on his back so that he can lift the pipe with it. And then maybe somehow after she shoves... Oh, shoot, that can't happen because... Oh. So I'd need a vase there. Wait, I can't get any vases. Okay, so I'd need the skull there. Thing is, even if I do all the... Oh, hey. So here's another pushing tool that could have moved that pipe out of the way. Doesn't help me, though.
Do you think this eel is the guardian of the treasure?
I think he's here to help us get the starfish.
I think you already said all that. Twice. Okay, so I want to put something on Flounder's back. How about that gold skull? Because I need him to be able to lift that pipe. She'll shove the pearl under it, and what will that accomplish? I'm not sure yet, but it feels like it'll do something.
Flounder!
Oops, not again. Okay, so far so good. This seems workable. Yeah, I can put that on top of the... Oh, no, I can't. Well, I can. It's just going to take some work. Oh, shoot. Okay, it's going to take a lot more work. Ah. Everything's hard. This is Fish Fillets 2. What do you expect? Been playing this game for quite a while. I should know that by now. Okay, so this is the stack of stuff that I want. I think I do still want to do this transfer, because it's just a little more spacious, but it's not necessary. No, I can do it this way. Okay. So one more, and he can fit through there. I still don't know if this will accomplish anything, but it just feels like the most sensible thing to do with what I have right now. So it's what I'm doing. Oh boy, he needs to be one lower? Well, I can do that, like this.
You know, Flounder, these could be Czech artifacts. The Czechs make very fine dumplings.
No, that's wrong. That doesn't work. Well, that seems like a problem. See, okay, I can do this, but it doesn't help anything. I want something different. I want a smaller object. Okay, so I'm having a lot of trouble getting this pipe out. I really don't think the eel can help. He's just not shaped in a way that's going to be useful for that. Can I actually get this pipe out of here at this point? Maybe. I don't know yet. What do I do about this? Okay, let's go back to before I retrieve that starfish. And maybe make a save state there so I don't have to do all this again. Because I've really accomplished nothing at all of value since then, unless I somehow was supposed to stack those up that way, but it doesn't feel right to me. I don't think that was useful. Okay, so let me just put the pearl back in its home. So right here, save this. So what if I went right instead of left? That doesn't help. That just puts the pipe in a worse position. Well, I'd probably... Okay, no. I can only push it so many times. Okay.
Keep your eyes open for magic lamps.
What if... Is there any way the safe could get here? I think it could. What if I did that? Let's going to be hard, but probably possible. And just stash this skull away somewhere. I'll come back for you later. Magic lamps? You want to summon a genie or something? So what I'm trying to do now is to build a stack of stuff so that I can use both the pearl and the skull to push this pipe left twice. So for that to be able to happen, the pipe needs to be supported here. Now, okay, so I see a problem. This is 3 tall. That's 2 tall. 1, 2,
Keep your
3,
eyes open
4,
for
5.
magic
Oh, that's
lamps.
perfect. That's actually... Wow. So much repetition. That's actually exactly what I want. I thought I had a dimensional problem, but I didn't. Which makes me think I'm doing the right thing. Maybe. I think I want to do a fish transfer here. Oops. I might be wrong. Well, she can... How can you fit in there? Like this? And then, yeah, this can go around, can't it? It's so nice to be able to see the second half of this puzzle after being stuck on the first half for what feels like just an eternity. Okay, that feels good. So there's this interesting little niche here. I was using that for something kind of complicated that involved lifting those skulls up and pushing the gems around earlier, but it didn't ultimately end up doing anything. That does look very intentional, though. Okay, anyway, safe is there, and that's going to be its final resting place, because there's no getting that out of there. So then, doesn't that mean I have to push this pipe one more? Because the only way to... Okay, so this would have to move 3 now. I don't know that I've made my situation that much better. Maybe I have. Maybe I just don't realize it yet. Let's see how far I can get. I think I'm going to dead end after I push the steel pipe twice, which will accomplish what I wanted to do, but what I wanted to do apparently wasn't really what I wanted to do. Maybe. Okay, so transferring this is slightly harder. Still doable. Now what? Another transfer? That's not really what I want, and it's not really going to work. So all I'm trying to do is stack this vase up. I want it there. I mean, I can do this, but that doesn't seem like what I want. It really does not. Because it doesn't seem like I can move it past there. I can't really get Flounder over to this section with while this is here, can I? No? So if I had it on her back instead... Maybe that's what I want. Well, now that doesn't seem like it works either, because now I just can't move it. Okay, so sure, the safe can move back and forth if it needs to. Oh, here we go. Here's what I do. I don't put the vase on the safe, I put the safe on the vase. Those two words sound very similar. Okay, so now let's just save this in case it happens to be good. I mean, that looked like it was structured in such a way that I would want to do that eventually. Still doesn't feel good. Wait a second, maybe I can lift the safe out of there. Oh. Okay, so this might still be viable, actually. Guppy, you want to go over... Let's see. You have to catch the pearl. then transfer it to her. I'll do that like this. I'll do that like this. Because that's how you do it. Okay, so, that's a start. Now, I need the skull. So with the skull, I should be able to do some stuff, kind of. So I moved the pipe. The pearl's now in its final resting place. Pipe can theoretically maybe get down here, but then it's going to land on this. That's not workable because I don't have any tools to push it right out of there. I think I've accomplished nothing. I mean, I've gotten the starfish. I haven't gotten the starfish, actually, because now this is stuck. Oh, this is bad. Oh, and the safe is... well, I mean, okay. So I can. I do still have one thing I can do, but it's not great. Let's at least do it before I decide I'm completely out of options. I can push that down there. And move this here. So I can still get the starfish this way, but it doesn't feel like it's helped me get that pipe anywhere useful. Yeah. So it's easier to move the pipe left than right because I have this and this. I have two tools for moving left, only one tool for moving right, and that would be this. And that tool's like impossible to use in this situation because that's there. So yeah, moving right doesn't help because if that pipe lands there, it's just stuck. There's no pushing it right and there's no pushing it left. It would just be stuck there. And even if I would put a platform here like this skull, I would have to be able to push right several times to get anywhere, and I just don't have the tools for that. Okay. Well... thing is, though, I can't just claim these two starfish and leave, because Flounder can't get out until I move this pipe. That pipe's gotta move. Eel can't help. Nobody can help except some combination of this pipe. That's why this is so important. This has to be part of pushing that pipe around. And some other stuff, too.
I've got it. No. Wait. That won't work.
Yeah, no, not seeing any other way around any of that. So I have to get this. This is like the hardest object to work with, though. So only one fish can really push it around. It would be so much better if I could get it to the right somehow. Okay, so what can I still do with this? And I can lift it up here, and that's pretty much it. That safe is definitely stuck at this point. If I had stacked up two vases instead of the... well, no, I can't get this vase back. I sacrificed that.
Eel is the guardian of the treasure?
Sacrificed that vase to retain this skull. Okay. So progress was made for sure. I just don't get the last little bit of this. I have this. Okay, so one more time. I'm going to take inventory of my tools. I absolutely need this pipe because I need a minimum of 3 squares of thing in here to get anything to happen. Because I need the thing that actually pushes the pipe, the thing that protrudes so Flounder can push it, and something to support those two things. That's either here or, well, it'd be nice if it could be here, but it can't. I don't have any 3-wide anythings. Except the safe, and it's too tall. And the eel, and it's shaped wrong. And that also means... no, it doesn't mean I have to keep the pearl, I could technically do without the pearl. If I'd stick this vase in here, this is conveniently vase-shaped. So I'd stick the vase in there, let that drop somehow. I think I could find a way to do that. Yeah, I think I could find a way to do that. Let's try now, since I think I'm stuck otherwise. What I would do to make that happen is this. Ooh, that's gonna kill somebody. Oh wait, that's not even... So that's gonna kill... Oh no, it doesn't, because that's supported. Okay, so that's how I drop that. Neat. And if I had put a vase in there before I did that... Alright, so that's primed for Guppy to drop that pipe at any time, which is nice. So that all seems very intentional. The way to get this vase back is like this. Fortunately, it doesn't shatter if I drop it. The water slows and cushions its fall. So now I'm thinking about the fragility of objects if you were to drop them underwater. Yeah, I mean the water would slow them down enough that the vase probably wouldn't shatter if you just dropped it underwater. Probably wouldn't fall that fast. Okay, so yeah, vase, pretty sure can go in there. Yeah, totally. Easy. Now, if you dropped a steel pipe on a vase underwater, then it would shatter, probably. It's a very strong vase. Okay, cool. So then, this would go in here, and somehow I would get this pipe out. Gotta extract it, stick it in there. That's really hard. The eel can't come out of its cage. Yeah, eel's stuck there. There's no getting it out of this area. Okay, so that means that I need to use other tools like the safe, the skull, etc., to get the little too wide pipe out of there. Also, that skull's kind of stuck now. Yeah, I've gotten my pearl and my skull stuck, so I'm out of tools. Okay, it's a resource management puzzle, and I didn't manage resources well enough to not run out. I got this far. See you, Flounder. Have fun figuring out the rest of it. Alright, well, that's as far as I got. That's some real progress. That's pretty good. Got 2 starfish, but not the one that lets me exit, so I can't actually take them anywhere. Can I? No, I have to exit, and of course it doesn't count yet. I have to actually exit.
This looks like the secret entrance to a cave.
I just erased some progress. Whoopsie. Oh well, that dead ended anyway, so I need to resource my manages better. Okay. Yeah, so I'm pretty close-ish. Just need to rejigger this a little bit. Well, so why don't I take some time on my own just to see if I can figure out a way to do that now that I know the moves to make to get into that state. Okay, so I just accidentally did something that might be kind of good. So, haven't done much. I've just pretty much pushed that pearl in there without disrupting anything else. If I do this, that allows me to do something kind of interesting here. So I can get the starfish. Great.
Got it.
But I can also do something... Oh, shoot. I can also do something that I was trying to do a while ago and push this pearl in here and hold the pipe up with it. That feels intentional. The thing is, I still just don't have a route to get this pipe out. Wait a minute. This has ended up in the same situation I was a minute ago with that pearl stuck down there. No, that doesn't seem good. I don't think that accomplishes anything. I'd rather push it left than hold it up with something here. And the thing is, like, why would I care about that? I can shove a vase under here to hold it. Yeah, no, that's not useful.
We got it.
Not what I want. It might help me get the pearl out, though.
I didn't mean to.
Shoot. So... Oh, yeah, and then there was the issue of the safe getting stuck when the pipe is there. Okay, so doing this might let me get the safe out because I could push the pipe to the right again, but no, none of this is any good. Nothing, like, what's even the hypothetical path for this pipe to get here? It'd be so much easier if I could somehow just trade this for one of those. But those have to be moved when only one fish can come in here at a time. It does seem a little weird that Guppy came in here, did all her business, then got Flounder in for he just did the last little bit. I wonder if there's some stuff he's supposed to do to prepare first, but I mean, there's no way he can move this at all other than just one to the right by himself. Man, if only I had a snail or something. Well, I'll spend a little more time on this, but I'm not super
Flounder,
hopeful for it for
these
today.
could be...
Check artifacts, yep. Alright, so I've looked at this some more. If I could teleport this pipe to, say, this position, right here, I think, hypothetically, if I could still get the safe back out, I could stack up safe, 1, 2, 3, vase, wait, no, I can't get that vase, never mind. Okay, so safe, 1, 2, 3, vase, 4, 5, skull, 6, 7, all up on top of each other. Then I could inch it along here. I'd have to do something different there. I think I could probably just stick the skull on top of that at that point and push it all the way across. Right, and the vase would be sacrificed here. Yeah, okay, so that adds up. And in this hole would be this, and that would be enough. Problem is, the thing I'm just not getting is how this pipe can go anywhere. Like, okay, I pushed it 2 to the left once. That's not great, because then it lands here. It's a little hard to think with all that clutter in the way. I didn't accomplish anything, so let's just go back to when there's no clutter. Okay, so clutter's gone. Get the fish out of there too, so I can just think and point at things. Alright, so pipe. Pipe paths. If left, it would have to go left 2, like this is kind of blocking, so it'd have to go left 2 to be able to fall down here. Having the pipe there's no way to push it left. It would have to go right. It's easy to push right, but then it gets stuck here. This seems like an unsolvable position to me because I would have to have the only thing that's shaped as a rightward pusher push assistant for that is this. That would have to, well, unless I could involve this somehow. Okay, so if I didn't involve this, all I have is that. That would have to be supported by something that exists right here, which means Flounder can't get his face into that space to push the pipe. I could certainly build a stack of stuff down here to catch it, like I was talking about, with involve these 3 objects, probably. But if I can't do that... So if I'd hypothetically involve this pipe somehow, that would mean I'd have to move that pipe, which is already kind of... Well, no, I can use the same strategies as I was talking about elsewhere to just sort of stack it on top of the safe, inch it along, moving it upwards a little bit hard, but not impossible. Okay, oh boy, yeah, I think this pipe has to go on a long adventure to make its way in here. Thing is, though, I don't even know that I can get the pipe there. But maybe I could. And one of these 2 objects is still going to be important for the end. I only need one, but I do need one of them to go in that pit. Oh boy. Okay, so looks like secretly that's the second half of the puzzle. Getting the fish into the cave was the first bit. Getting these 2 at all was easy, but this is the real puzzle right here. How to get this out and push that with it. So I'm gonna sit on this for another day, I think. Okay. Well, that's progress. That is progress. Okay, I'll see you next time, someday, to figure out the rest of this.